everyone, this is Dan and we're in my garage today and we're here with Mustang to show you some of the new detail supplies that I recently purchased to kind of give you my 2 cents on them. I kind of went through my detailing process and some of the things that I had and realized, you know what, I could do things more efficiently and keep the car cleaner and just a more efficient process. So, and I got some of these ideas and some of my own, but from Larry Casilla, from Ammo NYC, and from Matt Marmon from Obsessed Garage. Both of them are YouTubers. I respect a lot of what they had to say. They just seem like good guys. So, but anyway, the first thing I got is this microfiber pad slash mitt. It almost feels like a pad more than a mitt, but they stuck a little grip, elastic grip in there. It's actually sewn down in the middle here. Obviously it's square, so it's less of a mitt. I prefer a pad, which is what this kind of like, over a mitt. Pads just give you more evenly pressure on the body of the car versus a mitt. Mitts I really cared for. And this is a microfiber mitt, but it's different. It's not the loopy kind so much. It has almost like strings or yarns or whatever. I really liked it. I used it the other day yesterday on the BMW. I have a BMW 335 and it worked great on it. So I highly recommend it. It's from Amazon, decent priced. It's really thick, has a lot of weight and heft to it. But I'll give you a little look at it. So it has these like little strings or yarn or whatever that they are. Really impressed with it. Good product. So I definitely recommend that, and we'll buy another one in the future. One thing I'm not really that impressed with is this Fender well brush from Mothers, and you know it's a good brush. I just don't think it's a Fender well brush. I think it could be for like a large truck, and I will be using it on our F-150 because I think it would work well there and just getting in. But the reason why I'm kind of disappointed about it, at least for the cars, is that it's pretty honking. If you look at this thing, it's huge. I mean, trying to get into the gap is not really the best. The Mustang actually has a pretty large gap, even though I have lowered it. It's still large, and it compared to the BMW, and trying to get that in there is just ridiculous. But it has nice soft bristles. I think it would be good for the truck, so that's what I'm using it on. So I guess I recommend it for the truck, but not for any car that has any type of fender, small fender gap. The second thing is this wheel cleaning brush. I highly recommend it. It's called a Tough brush or something like that. You can get it on Amazon. Really inexpensive. It seems like it's pretty durable. The bristles are stiff, but not too stiff. They'll help you really get in there. It's the right size for the tires, width-wise. It has a polyurethane handle. It's not going to, degrade in the soap and water. But it's just a good brush. Now, this brush I used it for the first time on the BMW yesterday. But the brush was entirely white. It's black now, just so you know, and that's all from scrubbing the BMW sidewall. For a long time, I've been using silicone-based tire dressings, and you know what? I don't really care for them. I'm just now going to be switching to a water-based system, tire dressing, and hopefully that'll keep all the mucky, stuff off of it. Let me sit here and get a little tired here. All that goopy stuff. Hopefully, I'm not really a fan of that. So I'll do the silicone-based tire dressing. So they just, they fling up everything, and it's goopy, and the dirt is attracted to them. So this would work really well getting that off. I'm really impressed. So anyway, I highly recommend the Tough brush. Next are these wheel woolies. This was a 2-packer from Amazon, and Larry highly recommends these, and I am in agreement. They are great. This one has a plastic handle, has a rubberized grip, and they seem to be just good about getting in there and cleaning it up and getting behind things. I used to use like a rag or something, a mitt, and they just don't get in there very well. Well, this thing, it gets in there, and it seems pretty good. This is actually a real wool woolly. It's not synthetic. I think the set of the two things was like $22 or $23. They make them with multi-sets and everything, but I only needed one, and this one just came along for the ride. This little guy, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe use it in the car in the interior. I don't know. My wife uses a duster. You know, it's not really doing me any good. But this guy is good, so I'm impressed with that. And hopefully I can really keep my wheels cleaned up, especially the BMW. This one's it's pretty easy to get into with the Mitt, but the BMW has a little bit more intricate, you know, spokes and things. So hopefully that'll work really pretty well. And next are these boar hair deal tail brushes. I think these detail dudes. These are ordered from Amazon, and I can tell you right now, even though I haven't opened them up, I think they're going to do pretty well. I know Larry recommends them and uses them on his wheels, and they're like lug nuts for lug nuts, and maybe getting into calipers, and I can already see that's going to work really well. I really have a hard time getting into those calipers, so especially in the BMW. So I know these are going to work really well. These seem to be pretty good, just from off, you know, face value. They had good ratings on them on Amazon, so that's why I went with them, and they're a decent price too. One thing cool about them, they don't have a wood handle, but they have a plastic handle. It's kind of a brownish color. It looked black online, but these are all individually wrapped, as well as this, their heads are individually wrapped, and keep protect them from all shipping, I guess. And then they come with this plastic case too. I only wanted one, but they had three, and the price was good, and it got good reviews. So hopefully it'll last up, you know, long on that. And finally. Now, this isn't anything new to me, but I thought I'd just kind of show it to anybody who might be interested or hasn't heard of them, even though they've been out there a while. I know a lot of people are kind of going these route with this. It's called the Grille Guards, and these are fantastic. I can't believe it took me a while to even use one of these things, but they are great. Basically, it's just a grate like that. You can see through it, and it sits in the bottom of your bucket. So that when you're washing, all the dirt falls down through the grate and stays there. Well, you can use more cleaner water up above for your mitt. So I bought this one. I've had others, but I bought this one to add to my collection because I'm going to go through a 3 bucket system. Normally I use 2. The first one would be for the clean wash, for all the clean suds and clean soap. The third one would be the rinse bucket, and then from there I would just use the rinse bucket and clean that out and just use it for the wheel bucket and the tire cleaning bucket as well. I thought, you know what, that's not probably the best way to do things. So the third one is going to be a wheel bucket and only for the wheels, because I did not want to, you know, get all that grime in, even coming close to, you know, contact with the paint of the car. Even though I rinsed it all out and everything, I think some of it just still stays in the rinse bucket after I clean it out before I'm going back and using as a rinse bucket for the paint. Because you know, there's shards of metal in your brake pads. There's, you know, tar. There's stuff from the road, and there's, you know, the goop from the tires and just everything, the dirt from and all whatever you have contaminants on from the roadway. So. It's good to go with the 3 bucket system. I'm trying to convince my brother to go that route. I mean, he only uses 1 bucket with the Grille Guard, and I don't know about that. But anyway, you know, he's a good guy, so I don't want to, you know, pound on him a whole lot. And a good car guy, and good enthusiast. So, but anyway, so those are the things that I'm working on. I'm going to be using. I'm going to try this new tire dressing that Matt recommended and see how that goes. And I'll let you know what it is, and I'll tell you about it more as I got a chance to try it out. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and thanks for listening to me kind of rant and rave about these things. If you have any questions, though, please feel free to give me a call. I don't know a call, but please feel free to give me a message or comment. I also will have my email address down below as well. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Take care.